Hey everyone, just a reminder, until Tuesday, my friends over at G Fuel have bumped code IMMORTAL back up to 30% off. So if you want to prepare for the Cold War beta or Season 6 of Modern Warfare and Warzone, now is a great time to grab a tub or a starter pack and maybe even a shaker cup as well. But now on to today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, hey hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. The Black Ops Cold War Alpha is now over, but over the past few days, we had plenty of time to get hands-on experience on the alpha build of the game. Now, a lot is planned to change leading up to the beta and, of course, the full release of the game as well, but after experimenting around with a lot of the weapons that the alpha offered, today I wanted to break down the top 10 best weapons in the game so you can know what to look for when you're able to jump onto the game next. So, as we go through everything today, if you enjoy the video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, news, intel, updates, all that good stuff, this is the place to be, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Now, getting into the list, starting at number 10, we've got the LW3 Tundra sniper rifle. And at the moment, yes, the LW3 is absolutely insane, but we do know that the snipers are going to be getting some tuning done to them for the beta. I would assume they're going to react more to flinch in the future because as of now, with the whole no flinch system that we have in effect, it is incredibly easy to stay on target with a sniper, and thus a sniper in the hands of a good player can be extremely overpowered. However, as it stands, the LW3 is the best sniper that we got to play with. Its one-shot capability is really good. It's pretty easy to use both as an aggressive and also as a defensive player. It's just really a solid sniper when it comes down to it, so I think as of right now, it definitely deserves a spot on the top 10 list. Now, moving on into number 9, here we've got the MP5. And obviously, coming out of Modern Warfare, a lot of people are going to see the MP5 in this game and immediately think, oh, this has got to be the best SMG in the game, right? And while it is definitely really good, I wouldn't say it's the best SMG overall out of all the ones that we got to play with, but when it comes to close range fights, the MP5 might be the best gun in the entire game. The close range damage on this thing is phenomenal. Obviously, it's very lightweight because it is an SMG, so its mobility is also fantastic, so you're able to play really aggressive with this thing, and it pays off for sure. So modes like Hardpoint and Domination are really fun with the MP5, just because of how fast and how aggressive you can play while using it. So if that fits your playstyle, I would highly recommend using the MP5. Then getting into the number 8 spot, here we have the Type 821, which is also an SMG, and this was one that initially I wasn't really a big fan of, right? I tried it out at first, and it just felt kind of average. It definitely wasn't standing out to me as some incredible weapon, but after playing the game more and talking about some of the weapons that felt good, I had multiple friends say that the Type 821 was better than I thought, and upon giving it a second chance, yeah, they were right, it's pretty good. The key here is to really go for those upper chest and head shots. I will admit, it doesn't feel as great when you're just hitting normal body shots, but those headshots are lethal on this thing. The multiplier just feels really, really strong, so once you perfect that aim and learn that recoil pattern, the Type 821 will definitely beam people at pretty much any range. Now, at number 7, I've got the M16, which is honestly another weapon that I'm kind of surprised by because I did not expect a 3-round burst weapon in a higher TTK game to do all that well. Personally, I've also never really been a big fan of burst weapons in the first place, but surprisingly, the M16 is pretty solid, especially in those medium and long range fights. I found it to be a pretty consistent 2 to 3 burst kill, and when you equip something like the fire rate barrel, it increases that a bit and you can definitely outgun people in situations where you wouldn't think you'd be able to. So this is definitely another one that I would actually recommend since I feel like quite a few people are going to overlook it. Then, following that at number 6, I have the RPD, one of the 2 LMGs we were able to use, and I would say this is about on par with the other RPDs that we've seen before. It is a very consistent weapon, and even though it is an LMG, I never really felt like it was holding me back and slowing me down. It actually felt pretty agile, all things considered. Then it also has next to no recoil, really good damage, and when you throw 5 or even 8 attachments on it, it kinda turns into a laser, so it definitely finds a spot in the top 10 today. Now, breaking into the top 5, at number 5, I've got the XM4, aka the Commando, one of my all-time favorite weapons in Call of Duty history, and it's back and it is still an absolute beast. The recoil is a bit different than some of the other weapons on the XM4 for sure, but even then, the recoil in this game really isn't that bad to begin with, so it is very controllable. The damage is incredibly consistent in close, medium, and long-range fights. This is just a very well-balanced assault rifle, and one that I think a lot of people are going to flock to right away. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot, we've got the Krig, aka Kleg as we call it now, and this is another weapon that really took me by surprise. Again, I tried using it at first, didn't really think it was anything special. I then changed around my setup and tried it again, and this thing is easily the best assault rifle that we got to play with. Its damage, especially in those longer range fights, felt fantastic. I thought it had the easiest recoil pattern of the 3 rifles that we got to try out, and when it comes down to it, this is going to be my go-to rifle next time we get to play the game. Then we get to the top 3 weapons in Cold War right now, and at the number 3 spot, we've got the Stoner 63 LMG, the other LMG that we got to play with. And this is probably the most underrated weapon in the entire game right now, in my own opinion. It has got a very, very fast fire rate, so even in those close range fights, despite it being an LMG, this thing can hold its own. And then in those long range fights, you might think that faster fire rate may cause some less than ideal recoil, but nope, this thing is a laser beam regardless of the range, and curiously enough, my best streak so far, I think it was like a 24 or a 25, was with the Stoner when I was just trying it out. It is easily the best of the LMGs that we got to try out, and without a doubt, it is one of the best weapons in the entire game right now. Now, at number 2, we've got the AK-74U, which may come as a surprise. I know a lot of people really thought this was going to be the most overpowered, most abused weapon in the alpha, and while it's definitely the best SMG in the game, there is one weapon I find to be better. But as far as the AK-74U goes, its range is very surprising for an SMG, as is its damage, and that combined with the fact that it's built to be nearly a perfect SMG in those close range fights, gives this thing complete superiority over all the other SMGs that we had, so it is definitely the king in that category. Then at number 1, the best weapon in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer right now has got to be the Type 63 tactical rifle, which is a semi-auto rifle, but this thing has a potential 2-hit kill if you end up hitting a headshot, and its ability to be spammed combined with its basically non-existent recoil makes it ridiculously good. I mean, when I was playing with Exclusive Ace, he was hyping this thing up, he was gassing it. It wasn't until I tried it out that I realized the Type 63 is the real deal, folks. People are not going to know what hit them when you engage with this thing, so if you've got a good trigger finger, you can absolutely turn this thing into the most overpowered weapon in the entire game. It is an absolute beast at the end of the day. So yeah, there you have it. Those are the top 10 weapons in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer as of right now, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if you just found it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, between news, intel, updates, tips, pretty much everything like that, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. As I mentioned in the intro, right now until Tuesday, my G Fuel discount code IMMORTAL will actually get you 30% off your entire order. So if you want to stock up just in time for the Cold War beta, or even Season 6 of Modern Warfare and Warzone, now is a great time to pick up a new tub, shaker, or a starter pack. And that link is going to be down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.